Right, this tangle of cables is my pressure pot, and its air passes through this and it picks up this, well, it's not really sand, but anyway, it's a sandblaster. So in here is the sand, and the air picks it up as it goes through, and then it blasts at pressure into my cabinet. Now it's stopped blasting, and sometimes it stops blasting because there's a blockage, but I've been blasting for quite a long time now, and I suspect it's running out. No, it's still got some in, so I mean, it's not got a lot, but it ought to still be blasting. I will give it another blast and see if I can get something out of it. Run out of sand now. Before, when I thought it had run out of sand, it had a little bit left, and what I did was I altered this. Oh, that's my compressor turning off. So your compressor doesn't work continuously or continually. It you use it, there's a big pressurized tank of air. When you've used up so much of that air that the pressure starts to drop, then it switches itself on again, builds up the tank of air. When it gets to capacity, it turns off, so you don't have that horrible noise all the time. Now, I have a tub of sand here, which I used to fill my tank with, my pot with, and I have a special sieve that I got from a sort of chemistry type of oh, my dog. This is to keep out contaminant, because even the smallest contaminant will stop it working, and it is such a pain when it gets clogged up. That it's worth spending the time to do this, though it does take a long time. I'm going to turn this camera off because you don't want to sit there and watch me doing this for 20 minutes. I just wanted to show you what gets left behind in the sieve. Those bits are so small they'd probably fall through a normal size sieve. And that's why I take the time to use this very, very fine sieve. Some people have sandblasters which have got a hopper at the bottom, and they collect the sand and deliver it back to the pressure pot. But I made my own sandblaster in a very low-tech way, and it's basically a I think you can see it over there. It's an office stationery cupboard. I sort of corrupted. So what I do is sweep it up out the bottom and put it back in the pot. And actually, you probably get less blockages that way, because they always get blocked, the ones with a hopper. All sandblasters are a bit temperamental, and you can spend quite a lot of time looking for blockages. So I filled it up now, and that took me best part of an hour. Very boring. But I thought I would just show you how it's rigged up. So this feeds the air in. And this here is my foot pedal, so I can turn it on and off. So I think the air actually goes into the foot pedal. When I press the foot pedal down, it turns it on. It goes through the pressure pot, fills it with sand as it goes, and then this is what it looks like inside my unit. So I've got lights at the top there. This is the thing I'm sandblasting at the moment, which I've just got propped up on a little box at the bottom, so it's the right height. So half of this is sandblasted and half of it isn't. I'll just take you to see the compressor. There's one I sandblasted earlier. So this is the compressor. Now I've actually turned it off. There's the pressure gauge, and you can see that it's at about, well, it's over 100 actually. I've turned it off because I am going to finish working soon, and you can't leave a tank of pressurized air because the condensation will start to form inside and it will rust inside. So you have to, every time you finish sandblasting, empty your compressor. So I'm going to empty it by using it with it turned off. So I'll eventually use all the air up, but because it's turned off, it won't refill with air. And if you don't do that, there's a little lever on the end here, and you turn that and it lets the air out, but it sounds like a bomb going off. So I try and avoid that if I can. So I finished sandblasting, and it's really important before you peel the resists off, or the vinyl off, that you hold the glass up to the light and see if there's any places where you've missed, and there will be. There always will be. Then you wash them down. So I've hosed these down, and now I'm peeling off the resists. So I just use a blade like that, and there it goes. Important to wash all the sand off first though, but double checking for your sandblasting is probably the most important point, because once you've pulled the resist off, it's a real pain if you see a spot that's a bit patchy or that you've missed. There's a couple of places where I missed, so when I weeded out, I obviously missed this one, so that can come out now, but I'll have to sandblast that little area. So what I'll do is I'll mask everything else off, and then I'll cover the rest with paper. I don't need to put sticky stuff all over it. I just need to stick around this area, and then keep the rest protected. And then there's one other place where it didn't go quite so well. So obviously there's a little bit of the blue vinyl left here and here. So I'm going to have to carefully mask this area, and then again protect the rest of the panel, and just go in and sandblast those two little imperfections out. But all in all, that's not too bad. So this is what it looks like masked off. So as you can see, just taped paper to protect the areas where I'll be blasting. And here's the finished result. So this is the confessional with the sandblasted windows in place, and I'm very pleased.